Hey guys, it's Meg.
I wanna dance.
Nearly 2 months ago now, I asked you guys on my community tab for your Glee Unpopular opinions. I'm going to be reacting to your unpopular opinions, whether I agree, whether I disagree, just any general thoughts. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first unpopular opinion we have is Lauren shouldn't have left the Glee Club. She made season 2 so entertaining. I agree she made it entertaining, but I think honestly they just used her in season 2 as a number to fill out the Glee Club. They didn't really give Lauren too much to do. She had the storyline with Puck, and that was it. She only sung on her own once. She also used the show used her as a catalyst for the whole Lucy Caboose thing, but I think she's still a glorified side character. I think the main reason they got rid of Lauren is because they didn't need her. They had Sugar in season 3, and I don't think she would have added too much to season 3 just to have her there. So yeah. Quinn should have got better songs. I actually agree with this. 90% of the songs they gave Diana didn't suit her voice at all. Literally, Diana sounded best in most of the group numbers because those suited her voice more than the actual solos they gave her. It was so weird and I don't understand it. Quinn deserved more songs and she deserved better songs that actually suited her voice more. Agreed. Next opinion. Mr. Shu wasn't too bad until everyone started saying it. Listen, Will's not a perfect character. No one apart from like Mike on the show is, okay? He has his flaws. Everyone has their flaws. But literally everyone's just jumping on the bandwagon about how he was the worst human being on the planet. Like, he wasn't that bad. He was still a good person. And like, especially because of TikTok. Like, it's so hard to find a TikTok about Glee on TikTok that just isn't about Will. It's ridiculously hard. It's so weird. Sam and Quinn was the only good Sam ship. Here's the thing, I've been rewatching Glee recently, obviously, what else is there to do in lockdown? And I have stopped shipping Sam and Mercedes. I think they were cute in season 3. I still love season 3 Sam Mercedes. But she was horrible to him in season 5. Oh my god. I don't know why, but I don't like Sam Mercedes anymore. I don't agree with your opinion though, because I think Samshel, which is Sam and Rachel, I kind of like them more now. I wouldn't have minded if they were endgame. I almost kind of feel like none of the girls on the show deserved Sam. Like, he was too good for all of them. I feel like he brought a good side in Quinn, but even then, I don't think Quinn deserved him. So yeah. Next opinion is I hated Fly, I Believe I Can Fly. I don't get why people always put it at the top of the list. Yeah, it was a good performances, but the performances that were in those lists that were better. I kind of agree. I've been listening to it lately and I used to really, really like it. It was one of my favourite Glee songs back when I was really getting into the show. And now I'm just kind of like, yeah, I don't really care about it that much. Like, it's good, but it's not great. And I think there were much better competition songs and there were much better mashups. So yeah, I agree. The next opinion is the alumni spent far too much time at McKinley. Artie and Kurt should have been at their colleges. I agree. I agree so much. Like, I left high school last year. I've been back once because I had to get my certificates for like my results. And then I've been back once more. And that's it. Like, I've been back twice. And I don't ever intend to go back again. Like, people just aren't constantly visiting their high schools. It's so weird. Rachel came back and like had a job, and like Blaine had a job at Dalton. Okay, fair enough. Them coming back to go and see like a production, that makes sense, because the other reason I went back was to go and see my high school's production of a show. Quinn was at Yale. Why was she there like in season 6 every other week? You don't just leave your college every week to come back to good old Ohio. I understand it was a way to like bring back the old characters, because realistically, would Mike ever come back to Ohio unless he was visiting his family? Not really. So like, we wouldn't have seen Mike again, which I think would have been sad, obviously, but also it was a bit like, why are they back at their old high school every 5 minutes? Like, stop. So yeah, I agree. I think most people agree with that. I really liked the second half of season 5. I disagree with this opinion, because my favourite part of season 5 was the bit before season 5 episode 13 when they all graduated. Aside from Puppet Master and End of Twerk, which were two bad, to say the least, episodes, I really liked the start of season 5. It was like, at the end of season 4, get this really good run of episodes. And like, season 5 carried that on. They had some good episodes in there. Like, both the Beatles episodes were really good. The Katie Gaga episode was really good. So they were doing well. And then, like, they went to New York and it was just kind of like, ugh. Yeah, I kind of had the opposite opinion. Kitty should have gotten more songs. I agree. It was weird because Kitty was the only, like, out of all, like, the season 6 New Directions we got to know, aside from, like, Alistair. She was the only one who didn't get any sort of solo, right? Whereas Kitty didn't get any solos, and it was weird as well, because she was a returning character. So surely they gave her more screen time than the rest of the New Directions, but they didn't give her any extra solos, which was just weird in my opinion. Marley was boring. Here's the thing, Marley was the same as Rachel in my opinion. She had the whole original songs thing, but the thing with Marley is they took away Rachel's ambitiousness and the thing that everyone hates Rachel for. And if you take that away, you just kind of get a character that, although you like her more than you like Rachel, she doesn't really have too much to do. She had a relationship with Jake and she was in her little love triangle and she had her original songs, but they didn't give her enough to do because they didn't have any real personality to her. And I don't think that's Melissa's fault. Like, Molly had this really goofy side that you always saw in, like, the background of scenes. You could see Melissa doing her really goofy dances and it was great. But the writers would never let that, like, translate to, like, Marley focused stuff, and it was weird. So she just kind of got this character with no personality really, unless you're looking in the background of scenes. We should have got some sort of closure on Quinn. Yeah, we don't know if Quinn and Puck ended up together. They were together at the end of season 5, and, like, there was no acknowledgement of their relationship in season 6. It was so weird. Like, I understand if you're in a relationship with someone, you don't mention it every 5 minutes. But just some sort of acknowledgement. They didn't have to get married in season 6. I'm not saying that, okay? Quinn was still at Yale, so we didn't need a massive set of closure on her with Beth, but just Quinn mentioning what's happening in her future. Maybe she has it in a conversation with Tina, says, me and Puck are moving to da-da-da, and this is happening with Beth. Because we have no idea what she did for a career as well. It was so weird. So weird. Like, they were two of the most major characters on the show, and they just got nothing. They weren't even together in I Lived. All the other couples were together. Rachel and Jesse, Brittany and Santana, Kurt and Blaine, even Artie and Tina. They were on the stage together at the start. But during I Lived, Quinn was on the stage at the start, and then Puck came out with Santana and Brittany and his brother. So, like, are they still together? We don't know, and we never will know. The next one is, Kurt should have stayed at Vogue. I agree. In my opinion, for the show to stay realistic, yes, you can have Rachel live out her Broadway dreams, and you can have Blaine on Broadway, but I don't think any of the other characters... Oh no, Mercedes would. Jessie too. None of the characters would be on Broadway realistically. That's just my opinion. And Mercedes went on to be a professional singer. She didn't go down the Broadway route. Mercedes could have if she wanted to, but she didn't. But have Rachel and Blaine and Jessie on Broadway. Kurt, in my opinion, should have stayed at Vogue. I think that would have been a really, really good ending for Kurt. And kind of realistic, but it just didn't happen. I love Brittana, but they lack development as a couple. They also just got rid of Danny with no explanation just to get Santana back with Britt. I agree. As much as I love Brittana, they are my favourite couple. They were not very well developed at all. And, like, I don't like how Brittana got together. Santana manipulated Brittany at the end of the day. I think she did. She took advantage of her. And whilst I love Brittana, and I'm not too happy about that, yeah, Brittana weren't too developed because we never really got too much Brittana content. We got a bit in season 6, they got engaged and they married and they had a whole storyline in season 6, and we had them together through all of season 3. But season 4, they were separated, and then they got together at the end, halfway through season 5, but then Naya was barely in the rest of the season. So yeah, they were not very well developed, no, I agree. Brody was actually a decent human being. I agree. Brody really helped Rachel, and he helped her mature. I think Rachel needed someone like Brody to help her when she first moved to New York, because I don't think Rachel would be the person that she was at the end of season 6 if it had just been her and Kurt. She needed Brody to help her grow up, because Rachel did need to grow up a bit in New York, and Brody helped her. And yes, he's not the greatest person on the planet, but he was a decent person, especially when he said, "It's gonna suck seeing you around." That was kind of cute. So yeah, I kind of like Brody. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I don't know why I'm doing that. Nothing's going to appear on screen, is it? Turn on notifications, and yeah, I will see you guys next week.